You a vlogger, facing over. You a queen, wanna less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Hey, hey, hey. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi my ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie aka Miss Fear for calling back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, I'm definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget follow me on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, today we're going to actually go ahead and talk about this whole situation that just went down with Rihanna and Mihlali. Okay, now I know we've spoken about it, but this is definitely my last take when it comes to this, because Fenty has unfollowed Mihlali. A whole Fenty unfollowed our girl. But there's one thing that I think that a lot of people maybe did not realize, that I'm like, we need to talk about, because I've not seen a take that is actually talking about this. If you guys go to the picture in question that actually had Mihlali, obviously, airbrush herself and also like just edit her own picture, or her face and leave Rihanna's as is, from what we see. I think I also said it that sometimes I'm not comfortable editing people, but I will try. Like, maybe I can just smooth your skin, that's all. I'm not gonna touch any of your features, because obviously you're perfect the way you are. You should edit your own pictures if you want to. So it could have been something that is out of respect. That's the first thing. The second thing, I think for me, I didn't even realize that Rihanna was not edited. Honestly, that girl was just so gorgeous. I didn't. I only saw when I looked deep, and then I saw that people were actually talking about this, right? And again, I've never said that I actually felt some sort of way that Mihlali did not touch Rihanna's face. I also did say that maybe it's a respect issue, which I would understand. I feel like it's tricky, right? But the problem came when people were actually saying Mihlali is more beautiful than Rihanna, and she went on to be loving those comments, which obviously, what are you saying? You're encouraging that behavior. You're saying that, yes, that is true, or basically thank you, or you are agreeing with them for you to love, right? That is the problem. Now, Americans saw this and she started trending, and obviously they were just chewing her up. But within that, there were people who, guys, every single person has got haters. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, whether you know it or not, you do have some haters out there. Someone might just hate you because, that one, she thinks she's all that, someone might just hate you because of their, you are too nice. She has to be fake. There's nobody that is that nice. Literally, they will hate you for being nice, because to them, you're being fake or whatever, right? But with what Mihlali actually did, she did open the door for Rihanna's haters to come in and literally just destroy her looks. She opened that door for Rihanna to get bullied by haters. And I think that is the part that some people actually just do not understand. For me, I do find that Mihlali is very prideful, and even in places where I feel like, girl, drop your pride. I think that, if it was me, I don't know, has Mihlali just dropped the company, her PR company? I don't know if it's PR but people that are just working with her team, has she dropped them or what? Because you mean to tell me, guys, that out of the whole team, nobody sat down and actually suggested? Because I was like, okay, maybe throughout the weekend something is gonna come up. It's Monday and I'm filming this. Guys, Mihlali did not even put out an apology. I think the best thing would have been to just put out an apology towards Rihanna. Maybe try explain. Maybe I would have even blamed it on my team. Like, oh yeah, it is the person that was working there. They are the ones that were liking. I don't know. Like, I apologize. This is not what I stand with. I don't believe. Like, something. Something, guys. How are you gonna fumble a whole Fenty? A whole Fenty? I am still literally sitting here shaking for her. They unfollowed her. But the part that I was talking about that I feel a lot of people did not realize is that the same picture, guys, it was a paid partnership. Which means that Mihlali has to have been paid for her to post about that. I don't know whatever agreement that they have, but if you see paid partnership, it means that the company did pay for that post to actually be up. How are you going to go out there and be liking comments of, oh, you look more beautiful, you're this and this, on a paid partnership with the same owner of that brand? They were not sponsoring everyone from what I know. I don't think they were sponsoring everyone. But if they sponsored you, don't you really think that they're going to look at the engagement, they're going to look at the picture itself, they're going to look at this and that and that? Like, the least a girl could have done is literally apologize, guys. Guys, let me tell you something. Pride does not work everywhere. Pride does not work everywhere. There are certain times where you just really need to drop your pride. Let me give you guys an example. This morning, today, my driver calls me. When he calls me, he's like, hey, the taxi drivers or whatever, they have taken the car. Apparently, he was like taking people in the mall. And he says, no, that's not what I was doing. I was actually on the other side, blah, blah, blah. I could hear over the phone that this niggas just wanted money. And at first, I wanted to fight. I was literally ready to take my bag and drive over there. But then I thought of it and I'm like, one thing I know for a fact is that I'm not winning with these guys because first of all, they're unsensible. They've got the numbers with them, like, you know, and again, the other thing again is that it's just not even worth it to fight with them. So they were basically saying that they need 2,500, blah, blah, blah. I had to beg. I knew these niggas are just thieves. Bafuna ichocho nje. But I literally had to go from up there and actually come down here. And I had to beg and beg and beg and beg. And then I even had to apologize for my driver that I knew did nothing wrong. Up until they said, okay, it's fine, we understand. Ukhala ngamalini sisi. I'm like, okay, I only have 500. It's like, hey, 500? I'm like, yo, yes, baba. That moment, guys, my Zulu came in quick because it was a Zulu man. He ended up saying, okay, let your driver pay 600. And then I had to let my driver pay 600 so that we can get the car out and leave. Hadn't been there, I had told myself, I'm going to do this and do that and do that and do that and do that. Either, obviously, I could have gone there with the cops. They would have taken the registration of the car. No matter where is it that my driver was going to drive, trust and believe they were going to find him and they were going to do something. You understand? This time, maybe they would have even ordered a hit to a point where, like, the car was going to just get taken and whatever. Sometimes you need to know where you have to drop your pride. You guys know me, I'm a fighter, whatever, but it's not everywhere. I know this one, I'm not going to win it. Let me just not drop your pride. So, personally, I don't understand why Mihlali has not even put out an apology statement. And I think the other problem again is this. Maybe this is what her team is also just not realizing. Right now, she already has a bad name with Fenty. They unfollowed her, which means that I can definitely assume that they are taking that business away. If maybe they still had, a contract wherein they have paid her and she's supposed to post certain things. I know there are companies that will say, keep the money, but don't post. Most companies will not ask for the money back because they know that that can be a breach of contract. So others will say, maybe you can continue, but at most times they will say you can keep the money, but just don't post anything. That is the first thing. The second thing, guys, Rihanna is the owner of Fenty. Fenty, that is very, very big. Do you really think that she does not know the big dogs of other makeup companies? Pela, remember, Mihlali is a beauty influencer. Do you really think that Rihanna does not have such? And then what happens if maybe they see and in with, no, we do not support bullying, we're not going to be giving her these campaigns? Not to forget that it was the same Mihlali that came here and called out big institutions like even Abo Vodacom and stuff like that about payments and stuff. Not that I'm saying that she was wrong for that, but all I'm saying is that Ever since she did that call out, I did make a video and I said, guys, please do tag me, because I know she blocked me, though I follow her with my fake account. Please tag me next when you see sponsored by Vodacom on her page. No one has tagged me. So it's either you guys have also missed it or it has not happened. Or someone just did not tag me, which in that case, why is you a ninja and not tagging me? Or screenshotting and sending me proof for, oh, she's still working with companies like Vodacom and stuff. At this point, I feel like Ugel is just on a road to self-sabotage. And she has worked so hard. She has worked so hard. Uli Roy, and I said this, guys, that Uli Roy was the worst mistake that Mihlali has ever made publicly. I mean, for her brand, that man was the worst thing ever. I think that it would have even been a different thing had it been that Musa Kaula outed her and Leroy, but she still chose to keep it closed, like behind the doors. Like, she's not flaunting the married guy in front of us. She's not doing this. She's not doing that. Like, do everything behind closed doors, and in front it just be a business. Now things went on. The same Mihlali that will never ever talk about like her private life and whatever, she went on to a whole show that is nationwide, unfollowed, while she was never unfollowed, because that was one episode that people were all just asking, like, girl, who unfollowed you? What is you even doing here? And then after that, she went there with so much pride. Mihlali went on to defend how she's dating a married man on national television. And then now she's out here doing things like this to someone as big as Rihanna and not even issue an apology. Cha, one thing that I can tell you, no matter how high you are, you can still come down. I'm telling you, if Mihlali is not careful and literally change the course of the direction in which she's going, she is going to destroy her reputation. The time that she was actually trending on Twitter, guys, if you saw the things that people were saying about her, like, I'm just sitting here like, oh my gosh. There were people that were literally saying that, well, the other one is a billionaire, the other one, Dunuselas, are billionaires. They went in to talk about how there were someone from America basically said Rihanna is worth over $1 billion, and then Mihlali is worth over $2 billion US dollars. And there were people that were like, there's no way she's worth over $2 million US dollars. Yes, she may sleep with men that are worth more than that. There were people that were literally saying, well, as us South Africans, we cannot defend her. Maybe the people from Zim are going to defend her. There was a lot. I know that she should not care too much about what people say, but I think she should care about their actions, her actions, and the things that she has actually been doing, because I do truly believe, guys, that Mihlali really did work hard. She really did work hard. But unfortunately, right now, her actions, guys, she's coming off as someone that is very insecure in her looks, which would be such a shock, because Mihlali has always been such a beautiful woman. But from what we know, she had never done anything as drastic as all the changes that she did when she was busy with Leroy. That man was not good for her, like, in my personal opinion, honestly. But my heart literally hurts for her for fumbling a whole Fenty. I do honestly wish that her and her team, they dropped pride and they actually just issued an apology and try maybe explain what happened. Or maybe, you know, she wasn't even aware, she wasn't reading the comments, she just went on to like the comments that are there, so that obviously she can try and engage with as many people as she possibly can. It was not meant like that. This is something. But when you actually do something like that and then you go quiet and you post, because this is the picture that she posted, which is very beautiful. Look at how gorgeous she looks. She had actually titled it something. I think she had said ease or something like that, but then she ended up actually editing that, and now it has no caption, you know. But in the same time, I wish she had actually just maybe put up a picture of Rihanna looking gorgeous and actually said that she's a gorgeous queen. I would like to apologize. Not just because this is Rihanna, not just because, you know, she's the owner of Fenty, but because of it's the right thing to do. Even if it was someone that is not Rihanna, that was not the owner, the right thing to do would have definitely been to apologize if you've done someone wrong. Because maybe they do not understand, but yes, they did open up that room for people to body shame Rihanna, to just bully her and just say nasty things about her, you know. And so yeah, man, my heart does hurt for her. I don't even want to lie, guys. Like, I'm like a whole Fenty. She's having master classes cancelled. On the other side, someone is coming forth talking about how she did not pay back this, that. I just feel like that man was just bad luck, and she. And I think as women, sometimes we need to just admit, guys, or sometimes you fumble. And I remember there was a time that I once spoke about this, of the time that Bonang actually had that affair with AKA, and then after that they went on to flaunt that relationship highly. The time that DJ Zinja was pregnant, literally went and gave birth and stuff, she lost so many fans, myself included. I used to be a huge Bonang fan. I don't even care about where Bonang is right now. But I used to be such a fan up until that whole situation. It wasn't just of the fact that obviously they were dating, because I understand AK was not married. But it was also the attitude and manner in which it was done. And you could just see that this is being done in front of a woman that you could see is either pregnant or has got a newborn with the father of her child. There are certain people in the industry that I can tell you guys, they will not work with Bonang. There are some people that will not. Just same as how there are people that would not work with certain people and stuff like that. But for their own different reasons. Ever since then, guys, I'm not saying that Bonang is not still the queen bee. She still is the queen bee. But she's not the Bonang that was before that whole AKA saga. You know. And I am afraid that it might actually go through even with Mihlali. She has lost a lot of fans with that whole situation. It was very distasteful. And I think that right now she was just at a point where she's starting to, and she's getting back into this and that. And then this is the move that she chooses to do. It's very, very, very unprofessional. It's very unlike Mihlali. I feel like maybe girl is still going through some stuff. Maybe girl is still dealing. Because business-wise, this was one of the dumbest decisions ever. I don't even want to lie. But I also just blame her team. Like, why couldn't they do damage control fast? Because when the American Twitter was busy chewing her up, an apology should have immediately been released, explaining maybe what had happened, a full apology to Fenty, and a full apology to Rihanna. Because remember, guys, Fenty actually spent a lot of money organizing that event, which was a success. I never heard or saw anything negative about the event. Everyone was just singing praises about it. And then comes Mihlali and has it trend on some crap that is of beauty. Charm. I do hope that girl is gonna heal if she's not healed yet. But whatever it is that is going on, she needs to get hold of it quick before she loses more, But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. From Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. And guys, I am actually shooting at Mupandi Studios. So if you would like to actually come and shoot, those are the emails, address, and everything. You can actually do that. Anyway, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.